Let's reintroduce ourselves, of course, to ABDUTCH and Duforo Pro.
Belgium, Brazil for the last spot into the grand final. Where's that?
It's not a bad game to have for the final spot, is it? And as quite rightly as Harry said, these guys have been waiting a fair bit now to see where this is going to be, and it allows you a little bit more thinking time though, which again, Alex, as a former player, you don't really want too much time to think when you're off a console, especially in an environment like this, right?
No, yes, because you sometimes start to have a lot of things in mind, what I should do better or what I should do in next game. Sometimes it makes you lose the focus on your game side and your game plan, which is sometimes is what you have. No, you have your only one plan, two plans, but it's not really time between games to change your ideas completely. So just adjust some things. We'll see. It's a difficult moment for both. From one hand, ABDUTCH coming to being finalists in Bayern Munich event, club event. It will be a shock for him not to be in the grand final. For the other side, Duforo have nothing to lose, so he will be a really dangerous opponent to face at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive game for both of these players. And again, looking at how the group has developed, yes, there is only 3 players in the group, but even so, the way it is developed in terms of what we saw from Juninho earlier, in terms of what we saw from ABDUTCH earlier as well, what can we expect out of this game between these two? Because it's set up for, or it's set up very kindly in almost the favour of ABDUTCH, because he's got a point on the board. Obviously, we saw the tables earlier. He's got 4 points on the board, but he has got points on the board. So
I think ABDUTCH will go aggressive as he is normally, going to take the league as soon as possible. On the other hand, Duforo, he will try to wait him, try to protect himself a little bit and try to approach his chances, kind of underdog tactic, but it can really work against a really good opponent as ABDUTCH is. But we'll see. Everything will be depending the first half result for sure.
Well, here we go. It's going to be ABDUTCH in the red from left to right, and Duforo from right to left in the changed kit of Manchester United. And as we said, the legends and icons that have graced this great stadium are now going to be watching with intent of this game between these two mobile Goliaths as Casemiro looks to find Anthony. Oh, Dallo intercepts it, plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Casemiro finds Fernandez. Fernandez into Mount. Mount looking back for Fernandez. Good block away there by Lautaro Martinez.
We haven't seen previously the formation of Duforo or Agüeza, but still the same 4-5-1, having just one central forward, 2 wings, and Bruno Fernandes going forward quickly with Mason Mount, making like 3 strikers, no?
Yeah, it certainly is appearing to be that way of just having players going forward at will. As Diallo finds it in towards Rashford. Rashford to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes back to Casemiro.
You see, it's like he have a lot of opportunities in the midfield, but nothing in the attack. So it's kind of 2 different blocks for his one. Look at this one.
Højlund trying to get in there, but you are quite right, is that you can almost be a little bit too pragmatic. You can be a little bit too defensive. You can be a little bit too cautious. As the ball is won clear there by Casemiro.
What I mean is like his feeling is like he's dominating, but he's not really in a good spot every time to score. So he's just dominating the midfield.
Yeah, it's all well and good having possession of the ball, and the only stat that really matters is the one that's in the top left-hand corner, which is the score line.
Look at that. There's many people in the back of Duforo.
Casemiro. Now towards Varane. Ambasaka.
He's just moving the ball, trying to gain some spaces. There's no way. look at now, with the run of Dalot, it's always a great chance. Really well protected the midfield, the center of the pitch.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes trying to find Anthony, but it's dispossessed on that left-hand side.
And the good things, from my point of view, is every time the time is keep going and going, is more and more positive for BDUFORO, even if the draw is in benefit of ABDUTCH to qualify to the grand final.
There's Diallo. One goal from BDUFORO would really change the complete complexion of this entire group. Casemiro tries to get forward and Martinez will clear it away. Here's Højlund forward towards Eriksson.
Oh.
And Wan-Bissaka, a bit heavy in the challenge, but it will be a foul.
He went so strong with Wan-Bissaka. We'll see. Now the header, this header, you win the header, but it's nothing. All right, but there's no really great connection.
Mounts in towards Højlund.
Nice
Højlund
one.
with the dummy, tries
shot.
the stunning strike and the dummy. Just doesn't quite pay off. And as quick as a flash, folks, as we say, these games go thick and fast.
We haven't seen really nothing. Just two really good formation, defending each other really well. Anyone wants to really lose position in, no risk that much. But the realistic is ABDUTCH is 40 minutes ahead to go to the grand final with this result.
Yeah, ABDUTCH is certainly in the driver's seat here, but he might be unseated quite quickly. Højlund in towards Mount. Oh, it's just over the bar.
The bar, the strength of the shot was completely at maximum.
BDUFORO knows the opportunity that presented itself, just got under it.
With the extra pass maybe to the top.
Yo, it's great for us, as we said.
They both chances was enough. Yeah.
It's great for us. It's great for us to sit here because we could say, yeah, that's what you should have done.
Yeah.
But when you've got that adrenaline pumping, it's a different question entirely.
And Mount potentially is able to score that shot, first-time shot, so he's completely able to do it. Anyway, was a great reaction from BDUFORO with this. The time is running and he needs to react. He needs to score a goal if he wants to be facing his countrymate Juninho in the grand final, in the mobile grand final. Eriksson on Rabat win the header.
Rashford.
Oh, this is the pass. Ooh.
There was a pass on there, but he
instead the fake shot, the pass was the right choice.
Couldn't quite execute. And there's Bruno Fernandes to Dalot in towards Fernandes once more. Mount, Højlund, dummy.
Nice.
Tries to get the stunning strike away, but Rabat will clear. Højlund to Mount.
Nice.
Mount looking for Højlund. Will he get there?
The challenge.
Ran into Varane, but he's won the ball back. Rabat, and again Varane clearing it away. Bruno Fernandes. Højlund. Mount.
Nice. Let's gain some meters. Let's gain some space and then turn back.
Yeah, Anthony doing exactly what you've spoke about there. Højlund with a bit of a stop, gets the space and scores!
The Brazilian takes
the lead.
I believe ABDUTCH was expecting to block that shot, but you know, the last acceleration, the last step of Højlund was really good to take in some space.
It was that key moment of just stopping and not having any input. We'll watch it back here again.
He was maybe quite soft in the defense.
There was no, when there's no input, it's a strange thing here, but there's no input, and then he takes it away from him.
With Varane, maybe he didn't went that much enough with the matchup button, and great shock into the table, into the tournament, into the mobile competition.
It's one of the most terrifying things is where you just stand still with a player, because again, if you make one turn the wrong way, you can completely get taken out of the game. And BDUFORO is absolutely delighted there. ABDUTCH staring down the barrel of potentially going out of today's competition, but there is still time. There are still changes to be made.
Well, there's still reaction. To remember the people at home that one goal from ABDUTCH, the draw, will put him into the grand final.
Absolutely. So it's not over yet.
Exactly. But on the other hand, the formation of BDUFORO is working so nice. He's protecting himself very well. Meanwhile, he's not losing the positioning of the DMF of Casemiro. He's really strong defending. So BDUFORO now moving to 3 strikers, trying the same positioning, the same decision he took in the first game, to have some different ways to attack. So we'll see, we'll see. So he will need the position in the second line of now Maino and Eriksen to going forward and give him some support from behind to make the difference. So we'll see, we'll see. Also Maino, Eriksen for Viduforro. And here we go, still time, Weza. It's not over for one of these, any of these players.
There is still time on the clock here, and there is still.
But it's really pressure on the shoulder of ABDUTCH, on the Belgian.
Certainly is a lot of pressure on ABDUTCH at the moment. We could be seeing an all-Brazil mobile platform grand final here.
As we see with in the left and right side of the map, we see. Oh, look at this!
McTominay can save the keeper.
ABDUTCH is going with the red line, which means he's going forward one step more with the attack defense line, and the Viduforro is still the same, not going defensive. Was a great chance, eh?
It certainly was.
Casemiro, that's his.
Casemiro is just the key. He is just the key.
Visit the table.
There's an updated table to the left-hand side there, and that will tell you all that you need to know with this result. Is that if it stays as it is, Juninho and Viduforro, the two mates from Brazil, will be going at each other.
At the moment, we see in the table Lautaro and Takema is still drawing the results. I believe it's 0-0 at the moment. They are ongoing at the same time. So we will keep updating the results, as this is also really, really important result for the console competition.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is a good one. It could be the equalizer.
You called it into existence. It was one goal that can change it all. And ABDUTCH finds it with Scott McTominay.
Yeah, he found space, the formation. He makes the option to go by the wing with the right forward to gain some meters, and then going back with the secondary line, the CMF, both then going higher. Look at this, that pass, this one makes the difference, because when you control there,
it's the slight moment he's got to pull that opportunity off as well. You'll see it here again. It's just a poke, just a slight poke. It's just a slight poke.
First time shot of the player of the week, McTominay,
between the legs of Wan-Bissaka.
Well, look the reaction. He was out.
I love passion. I love passion. Yeah,
he was
exactly.
completely out.
Not only moments ago, he was staring at that mobile, going, "I'm going to be out of this." And no sooner, just quickly after he'd made those changes.
Yeah, I need to rechange to readapt, because
he's not going to readapt. Exactly, he's going to come back and readapt this now.
Yeah, because he's completely out. ABDUTCH, he will go with everything to defend it. 5-4-1, 5-2-2-1, 5-4-1, same. And he knows if this result put him in the grand final, which is the main goal. Then we will see. And Viduforro, maybe he was wrong, not going with the blue line, more defensive. He seemed confident, like, okay, I was defending him the whole game, why it will be different? But he changed the formation, the new spaces, the new refreshment with the substitution. Maino going forward, which is really, really fast, box-to-box player, makes the difference at some point. We'll see. 4-5-1. Oh, will be tough to surpass that formation of mobile, because I believe he will play full defensive right now. Yeah, we'll see.
You would imagine. You would imagine.
Full defensive. No, just one bar defensive, as you see in the left side, the right hand side of the map. And Viduforro.
Game's not over though, offensive. So he's got to be careful. Because ABDUTCH
will have two chances already before time finishes.
Eriksen out towards Luke Shaw. Shaw in towards Garnacho. Cleared away by Lindelof. Mainu. Eriksen.
Still the same results in console between Lautaro and Takeman. And here's the ranking. Juninho and ABDUTCH at the moment will be in the grand final. And
McTominay nearly gets in front of there.
Viduforro is trying, he's trying.
He is trying, but I think it will be to no avail here, Alex, as Luke Shaw goes down the line.
And over for him.
Should be a very key pass there. Ball in towards McTominay.
ABDUTCH will go into the grand final.
There is the final whistle. ABDUTCH escapes.
Oh, completely.
He escapes with a point, and that is enough to see him through to today's mobile grand final.
I see him when really wasn't offering that much of his game style, trying to not to risk, not to make big mistakes. But when you play like this, sometimes you can be wrong. And you know, one advice is from the Brazilian taking the lead. He makes him react. Hopefully for him here, he reacted on time, and he's into the grand final. Sad for the Brazilian. He's a great guy. playing his best, having a dream experience here in Manchester, in Old Trafford. But well, he will not face in the grand final to his countrymen. I'm sure he's gonna be cheering for him into the grand final.
That's the next final, or well, the next final along here for ABDUTCH.
We'll see how Mestre is watching Aurel between the game between Takeman and Lautaro right now behind the scenes. We will go in update in the fans at home how the results goes.
We certainly will, but yeah, between those two, I mean, it's a fascinating game, Harry.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, we'll add it to the litany, the long list of final 10-minute goals here at the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. But gents, we can take a look at some of the replays. Duforo had 1 foot in the final until that, what was it, 83rd minute equaliser, which was enough to share the points and book ABDUTCH's position in the final later on.
Yeah, absolutely, he did. He had 1 foot, and there were other chances there, which I don't think he'll want to see back that Mason Mount opportunity anytime soon, because there were chances, Alex. There were chances and there were opportunities, but at the end of it all, as we thought with that amount of time left on the clock, it'd be difficult for ABDUTCH to get another or get a goal to get himself back into the game. Not only even back into the game, but into the competition.
It's completely big pain when you feel that moment, that 83 minutes conceding that goal, when you realize in your mind you're completely out, your chances are out. He tried afterwards, but you know, was quite late to react. Great game overall. I believe, and I wanted to believe, that the best game of the tournament, we are going to see it in the grand final, where both players will be, let's see, relieved, and they're going to show us their best level. I hope so. Anyway, we will have coming up with us the winner. Oh, no, not the winner, but the second player going to the grand final right now.
Well, yeah, we just saw it there, didn't we? Scott McTominay in the 83rd minute sees ABDUTCH fire his way, reclaim his own destiny back into the final. And Alex, I think you're absolutely right. It's only fair that we hear from ABDUTCH now. We can bring him into the set and over towards the sofas. A big point, a big equalising goal from Scott McTominay sees him join Juninho in the mobile final later on. Let's hear from him now.
Well, we are here with ABDUTCH, the Belgian second grand finalist of today's mobile competition. Great result for him, good enough to go into the grand final. I'm gonna ask you, like, my feeling watching you was like you are not already playing your best, like you were struggling against your two opponents. Do you feel more relieved now? You think you're gonna play your best level in the grand final?
Yes, about the match, I feel I regret because I didn't play from first with aggression. I didn't play offensively from first. I wanted to go to a draw, but this is not good. I regret. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. This is my first time in my life. I feel these moments, you know.
Well, that's the most important thing. You are into the grand final. That's the job done. Now, different mind, different perspective. You're gonna face again Juninho, but in the grand final for a spot into the qualifier. You have experience to be at this spot after you been in Munich in the grand, just in this same position. At that time, you lost. How do you will prepare this game? You will make the click in your mind to be aggressive as you are, to be fast as you are, and be that smart as you used to be normally?
Yes, this time I have an advantage, but I have you know, experience. Maybe the opponent is so tough, but you know, I will do my best. I will play defensively, but you know, I will make the change in the deuxième.
In the
second half, I will try to win in the second half.
That would be nice. You know, he have a clear ideas when to attack, when to defend. That's the more important thing in mobile. You were mentioning to me you have different formation, different game style that you can just depend the moment. Just I wish you the best of lucks. Any guys something to say to us about him? Nothing else?
Not from me, not yet anyway. Because if he makes it through all the way to the grand final, we'll be speaking to him again.
No, that for sure. That's it. Best of luck. Enjoy the moment, and that's for it, the grand final.